Have you ever finished an Altoid Smalls and said, boy, would I ever like to put a small computer in there? Well, now you can. Lee Hart from Minnesota has designed this little computer based on the Retro 1802 microprocessor from RCA to fit inside that can using this little PC board. He didn't do any surface mount to make it easier for novices and older guys like myself. He made it all through hole. That makes it easy to solder. And to fit all the parts, he put it on both sides. So you will have parts coming in on both sides. And there's a special order of installation so you don't block the holes from one side to the other. To go with this kit, he's even included a small story of Alice in Microland, and the tale is about a girl who gets lost somewhere and needs to build a small computer to find her way out. Let's see how it turns out. Now there we go. After about an hour of soldering, we have in an Altoid Small a little computer. Lee has made it fit in there. An 1802 computer with RAM and ROM that works. The trick was to put chips on both sides. The header accepts the SparkFun 5-volt unit, but this one's a 3.3, so it won't work. But I do, however, have this FTDI unit, which is 5 volts and will work just fine. And it just simply plugs into the header that's right there. And now we have to just connect your USB, and then we can connect it onto the computer and see what it does. So now here we are at Hyperterm connected to the USB serial port. It's configured for 1200 baud, and it's just simply waiting for me to hit enter so it can detect the baud rate and match it. I believe it works between 300 and 9600. I chose 1200 just to be in between. Hitting enter, we have our menu, and now if we want some help, we just hit H, and we got our commands to read and write, save and load programs, transfer, run some programs or view the registers, hit the disassembler, or run basic, RCA basic level 3. Let's do that. Okay, we shall choose cold basic. Cold boot, okay, and there we are. 10. And a very functional program. And run. Wow. Look at that speed. And there you have it, a working computer in the palm of your hand. Well, in the palm of a small child's hand, actually. They're very small. I would have very much liked to have seen perhaps a continuation of Alice's story somewhere in the firmware, maybe when you boot it up. It would have been nice to have, perhaps read more of what happens to her in the Microland, but I guess sometimes maybe things are best left to the imagination. I'm not really sure what was happening to her, but I can say for sure that the moral of the story is happiness fits in an Altoid small can.